Hello degenerates, I've been noticing a lot of wrong that's happening about self-defense pistols and what they're used for and the general classification of what they are. It's been happening a lot lately and nobody really knows what falls into what category. So with my limited knowledge and completely ineffective way of communicating, I'm going to try and explain it. So when it comes down to self-defense pistol, a lot of people seem to think that anything that uses a CO2 cartridge is considered a self-defense pistol, which it is not, because you have airsoft pistols, you have your pellet pistols, and then you have your self-defense pistols. And within all of those categories, you have a gazillion subcategories. So quickly, I'm just going to go over a airsoft pistol. Now, I'm just talking about pistols here, not rifles. Airsoft pistols. They shoot a 6mm BB, plastic BB. They don't shoot that hard. They're used for airsoft, for engaging airsoft people. That's what they're used for. They don't hurt that much. Where if you take a pellet pistol, it shoots a very different type of round. So you get the 4.5mm BB, which is generally a steel BB, not a plastic BB, and it's going a hell of a lot faster. So it hits you with a lot more force. It isn't really a self-defense pistol, but it can be used if that's all you have. Within that, you also have the pellet pistol. So you get a BB pistol and a pellet pistol. Pellet pistol shoots little pellets, which are like bullet-shaped, basically. And that's normally what air rifles shoot, but you also get pistols that shoot it. Within that pellet BB, that's kind of in their own category because they generally shoot at roughly the same kind of speed. They will hit you at roughly the same kind of force depending on what you're using, if it's a round steel BB or if it's a pellet, and you get various different pellets that do various different things, which I'll go over if that's what you guys want me to. But that's kind of like their own category. The thing that I like, the thing that I am going to be covering a lot of on this channel, is the self-defense pistol. Now, the self-defense pistol shoots something a lot bigger, and it shoots it a lot harder. And my dog is having a moment behind me. Whatever. Husky owners, you know. So this shoots something that, like I said, is a lot bigger and hits you a lot harder. For comparison, pellet pistol, something that shoots the little round BBs, I believe will hit you at around about 3 joules. A self-defense pistol is 5 and up. Like the Walther PDP that I covered on this will hit you at about 5 joules. A decent shot will hit you with about 5 joules of energy. Now the HDR 68, which shoots the 68 caliber bullets, not really bullets, 68 caliber rounds, so that hits you at 16 joules. Like, that's a serious amount of energy that it can transfer to whatever you're shooting at. So that's the difference. If you shot with a airsoft pistol, 6mm BBs, it's going to be a, nah, that hurt. If you shot with a metal BB, it's going to be a, nah, yarra. If you shot with a pellet, it's going to be, ow, fuck. If you shot with a self-defense pistol, it's I need to get out of here. That's going to cause a bruise and break skin. So to get back to the self-defense pistols, within the self-defense pistol range, now again, I'm not talking about rifles, I'll get to that some other time. I'm talking about pistols, single-hand pistols. Even within that, you have a wide variety of pistols. So you have what I think a lot of people would know by now is like the HDR 50, which is a very common. It shoots a 50 caliber round ball. It can shoot multiple projectiles, as in it can shoot hard, soft, pepper, a whole bunch of different rounds. It can shoot that. You've got penetrator rounds. You've got a whole bunch of different rounds it can shoot, but it's all within that 50 caliber range, which is a revolver style looking, but it's not actually based on a real gun. So that falls into its own kind of category, where it is just a self-defense pistol. You also have the T4E range, which is a training for engagement type pistol, which is based on real pistols, like the Walther PDP, like the Glock, the Gen 5 Glock. They are very close to the real pistol in looks. Matter of fact, they're almost exactly like the real pistol in looks. They are very close in weight. They are very close in recoil. They are just very close to the real pistol. because not only are they used for self-defense, but they're also used for training, hence the name T4E, training for engagement. So you use those instead of using the real pistol when you're just walking around and you practicing your draw, you're practicing fire, you're practicing reloading, you're practicing where to carry it, what's the easiest place to get to it, so you out wherever you are in your backyard, and say you want to practice keeping a pistol on your side. So you want to practice drawing on your side, so you practice drawing. But you can't do that with a real pistol because you can't shoot your real pistol in the backyard. But you can shoot this T4E, and it's a lot safer to do so. So that's where those kind of fall in. So they're more for training and more for getting used to carrying a pistol and getting used to the weight and the recoil and how to reload and the muscle movement you need to be effective with the real pistol. But they can also be used as self-defense pistols. Now, you get the other category of pistol, which is like the HDR50s and the HDR68s, where they're not based on a real pistol, but they are pistol-like, and they are self-defense pistols. That is what they are used for. It's what they're marketed as, it's what they are used for. They are used to be used instead of a real gun. So, and they also are, like all of them here, powered by a CO2 cartridge, a 12 gram CO2 cartridge, and they shoot a certain caliber of bullet, multiple rounds within that, and they are fairly quick to reload. Now you also get like single shot type pistols, which are generally designed to be used with pepper balls, so not hard projectiles. They're designed to be used with a pepper round or something that will explode on impact, create an opportunity that you can get away. Specifically pepper balls is what they're used for. You can shoot hard ones, but those ones I would always recommend rather carrying something like a pepper round, because you only got one shot, you don't have multiple rounds. So for something like that, you generally always carry a pepper round, because all you want to do is make sure that pepper ball explodes somewhere near the person that you want to get away from. It creates an opportunity to get away. Yeah, so there's multiple different versions of a self-defense pistol, but generally a self-defense pistol will come down to something that shoots a 43 caliber, a 50 caliber, or a 68 caliber. Those are the three rounds that a self-defense pistol shoots. Anything underneath that is generally considered a BB pistol, a pellet pistol, or an airsoft pistol. Now, like I said, an airsoft pistol shoots a 6mm BB, plastic BB, not that hard. A normal BB pistol shoots steel 4.5mm BBs, a little bit harder, but not that hard. And then you've got your pellet pistols, which shoot pellets. I will be covering those. I will be looking at those because I do think they're cool. I do think the way they work and how they're used and the innovations that people have done with these are very, very cool. But predominantly, I want to look at self-defense pistols and how they are used and how effective they are at actually being used as self-defense weapons. Main thing to remember is that if you're looking for a self-defense pistol, you want something that shoots the bigger rounds. The big rounds that can be used either with pepper or with hard, with steel, anything that's got a monster round on it. Not something that shoots the small 4.5mm or 6mm balls. You want something that shoots the big guys. General rule of thumb that you need to think of.